And Lyons will be the home team, so D.R. Meadows will be the starting pitcher today, and he has just completed his warm-up tosses. He'll face Dylan Copeland, the left fielder for Swainsboro, and leadoff guy, followed by another Dylan Hall, the shortstop, batting second. Gage Bell is the pitcher, hitting third. R.J. Phillips, the center fielder, batting cleanup. The only high school player on the team is Adam Costley, a right fielder. He'll hit fifth. D.R. is a right-hander, normally a shortstop, but he winds with the first pitch of the ball game, throws a fastball low, 1-0. Jacob Ellis will be playing first base and batting sixth. Zevin Burnett is the catcher, hitting seventh. Hunter Hogan, the third baseman, hitting eighth. And Cameron Key, the second baseman, hitting ninth. The DR jams him, and Copeland fouls off the pitch into the net right side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Paul Graham is playing third base today with DR on the mound. Lane Adams, who has been a catcher and a second baseman for the middle school and also in rec ball, is playing shortstop today. I don't think I've ever seen him play short. DR normally mans that position. DR throws a pitch low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Brandon Helton is the second baseman. Donnie Barrow, the big D, playing first base. And Stephen Garrett, the Lions' only high school player, is behind the plate. 2-1 pitch for Meadows. Throws it inside. The ball's popped up right side. Hogan White races in and makes a catch in right field for out number 1. He's normally a first baseman. Christian Conley's playing left field. He played left field for the middle school. Cody Spinn in center field. And Hogan White grabbed that one in right field, 1 down. Brings up Dylan Hall, the shortstop. He's a right-handed hitter. First pitch, and he fouls it off. 0-1. Other scores today: Vidalia beat Metter 6-4. Into the game right before this one, Appleton County looking strong with the ace pitcher and some big guys and some real good hitting. Beat Wayne County 16-zip in 4 innings. 0-1 pitch, and on the ground left side of the infield. In comes the shortstop Adams, scoops it up, throws to first, and safe. The ball dropped by the first baseman Donnie Barrow. Nice play though by the shortstop Lane Adams to move in on that ball, make the play actually on the grass, throw off balance to first base, and it was a good throw. So an error, and 1 down and a runner at first for Gage Bell, tall right-handed hitter. He'll be pitching today for Swainsboro. This team made up of a combination of middle school players from Swainsboro Middle School. First pitch from Meadows is low, and then some kids from DEA, David Emanuel, GISA. 1 ball and no strikes. Meadows looking over at first. From the stretch, he delivers, and low again. 2 balls and no strikes. Last year, Lyons opened up with a win over Jeff Davis on June the 6th in a close game in the Lyons Youth Tournament. Tyler Luke was pitching that day. He struck out 10. It was his birthday. He turned 15. He was a high school player. In the second game, Lyons beat Vidalia again for the championship. I guess one of the big highlights was Cole Dowd clearing the fence with a 3-run shot. 2-0 pitch, this one in the zone. Smiley Garrett went out and talked to his pitcher. 2-1. Smiley does a great job not only handling things behind the plate, but also the staff. Was the starting B-team catcher for the Bulldogs. 2-1 pitch. Nice one inside, swing and a miss. No score, top of the first inning. A base runner on an error for Swainsboro and 1 down. Nothing but sunshine. There was a threat of rain today, but that's all south of us. Swing and a miss, strike 3. DR gets his first K of the ball game. 2 down, runner at first. Brings up R.J. Phillips, tall center fielder for Swainsboro, Emmanuel County. Both teams dressed in blue tops. You can tell the difference between the two teams because Lyons has the white pants, Swainsboro gray. First pitch, swing and a miss. Placed inside above the belt. DR with a fastball there and some zip on it, 0-1. DR looks back at first with 2 down and delivers a pitch and throws another strike. This one inside part of the plate, but a little lower above the knee. Another perfectly placed pitch by the soon-to-be 9th grader at Toombs County High School. Gets a sign from Garrett and delivers the 0-2 pitch. And this one is hit into left field, and Christian Conley reaches for it, not able to catch it, so now the ball bouncing up against the fence. Runners to second and third and stopping there on the double. So DR threw the pitch inside. That's where Smiley Garrett was setting up. And then Phillips turned on it and hit it pretty deep into left field. Brings up Adam Costley, the right fielder. I guess played B-team ball for Swainsboro this past season. He's got some size stepping in. DR back to the full windup. 2 down, runners on second and third. Scoreless in the top of the first, and DR pumps in a strike. His mom is listening back at home. She today had physical therapy for the first time. She had back surgery about a month ago or so. Ground ball to the second baseman. Nice snag by Brandon Helton. He throws to first for out number 3. And that'll do it for Swainsboro in the top of the first inning of this 6-inning game. An error and a double, but DR strands runners at second and third to keep the game scoreless. As you're listening to the Lyons Junior Boys on Y101. 3 walks have loaded up the bases for Hogan White. Where's number 90 for the Lyons Jnior All-Stars? For the middle school, he was a pitcher and a first baseman. Of course, playing right field in this game, has already made 1 catch. Donnie Barrow's wearing number 50. He goes into the on-deck circle. Those are not typical baseball numbers. Does score bottom of the first inning. Nobody out for Lyons, and the boys have loaded up the bases. Gage Bell will wind. He's rolled his sleeve back down. First pitch. Nice snag reaching out by Burnett to keep that one from going back to the fence. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch way off the plate away from Hogan White, who reaches down to grab some dirt. He does not wear batting gloves. And the 1-0 pitch looks at a fastball, and it drops low. 2 balls and no strikes. Meadows, Adams, and Garrett all walking, so the bases are loaded. Swainsboro brings the infield in left and right. Not looking for the double play, looking for the forced play at home if possible, and the pitch is high. 3 balls and no strikes. Again, Bell struggling with his release point, not able to throw strikes where he wants them. He'll wind again, take side on probably, yeah, no. Pitch is fouled up in the air and hits the net, overhanging over the field for strike 1. So Hogan White, a good hitter, had the swing sign from his head coach, Hunter Adams, and he did. Bell moving some dirt around, playing on the big field, field number 3. There's a softball game taking place on field number 2. It's not a tournament game. Pitch is hit up in the air, deep into left center field. This is going to score a run or 2, and this ball is carrying, and this ball is gone. Look what Hogan White just did. I said he had some power, but he showed power opposite way. He hits a grand slam, and it's 4-0 Lions. I remember him hitting one deep into right field last year. This time he goes backside with plenty of pop, clears the high fence, and Lions leads 4-0. And they'll bring up another big guy, Donnie Barrow. Real good lineman on the middle school football team. Of course, he played on that team with DR and I guess Lane many, many years ago. They did so well at the mite level at state. They finished second to Wayne County. Tick, 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 tick. Whatever that means. It's just something I remember. The assistant coach for Swainsboro is Luke Kennedy. That name may sound familiar. I guess that name's been on the Y101. He played at Swainsboro High. He's friends with Barry Aldridge. Gage Bell will stay on the mound. Bases clean, nobody out. 4-0 Lions in the bottom of the first inning. Donnie Barrow has been hitting the ball well, and of course he's a strong guy. Hitting 5th in the lineup. First pitch from Bell, and he looks at it, and it's low. On deck is Christian Conley, then Cody Spann. Last game went to Appling County 16-0. I got here, it was 9-0, like in the second inning. Donnie swings and misses at a pitch, upset with himself. Probably thought he should have taken it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Didn't have a real good swing at it, low and away. Boy, his hands are really calm as he awaits the pitch. Barrow swings and misses a little bit late. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I don't know if they still call him the Big D, but that's left over for sure when he played might ball. Was a first baseman. 1-2 pitch. Swings and hits the ball to the shortstop, Dylan Hall, but it hops high and over his shoulder and into left field. Might have to score that one a base hit on the hop. Brings up Christian Conley, the left fielder. I mean, going way back to a game that we broadcast on Y101, it was just a Lyons-Youth Tournament game, but I remember, I think it was Donnie made the throw home as Lyons turned a triple play started by D.R. Meadows. A triple play in might ball. Here's Conley, the left fielder. Lines up 4-zip, bottom of the first inning on a Hogan White grand slam. Barrow not a threat to go in this righty-lefty matchup. But I've said that before and been surprised. First pitch bunted third base side, but spinning foul. Strike 1. I mentioned Donnie's a football player, also a wrestler. Won a lot of matches in very few seconds. I mean, he's a guy that can pin somebody in 15 seconds. And he won a middle school region championship this past year. 0-1 on Christian Conley with Cody Spinn in the on-deck circle. Lots of sunshine on the big field. All the rain is well south of us, like down in Ware County. And the 0-1 pitch. Curveball's hit into right field for a base hit. Donnie Barrow goes down to second and stops there. Still nobody out for Lyons, leading 4-zip. Runners on first and second for Cody Spinn, center fielder. This Lyons team opened up some practice games, splitting with Soperton. Then they swept Reedsville, split with Metter, and beat Jeff Davis in a 7-inning game, 16-11 in Hazelhurst. I think that was Friday night. Runners on first and second for Spinn. He was on the team last year. Right-handed hitter and fouls off the first pitch, spinning right behind home plate. 0-1. Tanner Hadaway is on deck. Then Brandon Helton and Hall Graham. 4-0 Lyons leading, bottom of the first. Runners on first and second, still nobody out. 7th batter of the inning. Did he bunt it? Or is it a strike? The ball bounced away. He did wave at it. Runners move up to second and third. Pitch got away, but it was a strike, 0-2. So you'll take a strike to advance 2 runners into scoring position. And the 0-2 pitch. Inside. Caught some of the black, I guess, below the letters for strike 3. That's the first out. Brings up Tanner Hadaway. He's an extra hitter. A pitcher, a third baseman for Lyons. A lot of guys could throw for this team. Of course, D.R. Meadows starting the game today. First pitch off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Tanner pitched a no-hitter for the middle school this past season. Runners on second and third. Gage Bell steps off. He was looking back at second. Donnie Barrows at third. Christian Conley at second. Both reaching on base hits. And the 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss with a breaking ball. 1 ball, 1 strike on Hadaway. Well, here's what happened during the regular season in junior ball. The Astros, which I saw this team play several times. D.R. Meadows was on that team. I think Hogan White as well. Went 6-4-1 to win the league. The Braves with Jalen Mobley and others 5-5-1, and the Cardinals went 2-10. I actually saw the Astros and the Braves play a regular season game, and it was a really good game. Jalen Mobley pitched for the Braves. Like a 1-run game. Well played. Like a 3-2 score, something like that. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 4-0 Lyons leading. Bottom half of the first inning. Runners on second and third, 1 down for Hadaway hitting 8th. DR Meadows stranded runners at second and third on the top of the first on an error and a base hit. Pitch missed to even the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. If you win today in your Lions, you come back and play tomorrow at 7 against a tough team. I saw a little of Appling and Wayne, and Appling looked really good. Appling won at 16 zip. 2-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball over to Hunter Adams, and the head coach snags it easily in the third base coaching box and throws it back to Gage Bell. Count still 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, runners on second and third as Bell raises up the left leg and delivers a pitch. Called strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts will bring up Brandon Helton, hitting 9th, second baseman. Played on the middle school team this past year. Also one of the guys that can pitch. Paul Graham is a pitcher for this team. Hogan White, Tanner Hadaway. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch from Bell. Line to the left field for a solid base hit. That scores Donnie Barrow. And around third and coming to the plate is Christian Conley. He scores easily on the 2-out single to left field on our first pitch by Brandon Helton. And that puts Lyons up 6-zip. It was a good piece of hitting. He saw a pitch that he liked, didn't lay off of it, turned on it, and hit it into left field, brings up Hall Graham. Playing third today. I saw him play a game in the regular season against the Vadea team in which he was playing second, and he made 3 great plays defensively. First pitch, check swing. It was inside and probably above the letters, but as he was doing the check, the bat hit the ball and fouled it off. 0-1. I remember he made a diving catch, kind of like in right center field. He caught a couple of liners. Bell ready with his 0-1 pitch. Here it is, and it drops low. 1 ball, 1 strike. On deck is DR Meadows, who started off the bottom of the first with a walk. It scored the first of so far 6 runs for Lyons. Lyons up 6-zip. Bell comes set from the letters. He's ready with a 1-1 pitch. And it's lined into left field. It's a base hit. Hall Graham does what Brandon Helton did. He singles into left. And welcome back to the big field at Parton Park as we get ready for the top of the second inning. Final game of the first day of the Lyons Junior Tournament. These are 13 and 14-year-old boys. And Lyons leading Swainsboro 6-0. DR Meadows getting ready to pitch the top of the second. In the first inning, got a fly ball to right, caught by Hogan White. Then an error, a strikeout, a double. And then he got out of a situation with runners on second and third with a ground ball to the second baseman, Brandon Helton. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Jacob Ellis at the plate, first baseman, followed by Zevon Burnett and Hunter Hogan. Righty-righty. 0-1 pitch. It missed. Watching DR throw some fastballs warming up. He has very good velocity. He's still growing, I would think. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You know, his sister is way up there. One of Megan's early goals in life was to reach my height. Thank goodness she didn't. Number 1, do you really want to be 6'5" and a girl? Where are you going to get your clothes? Oh, nice pitch from DR, called strike 3. Good off-speed pitch there. Gets his second strikeout. So how tall is DR going to be? Burnett steps in. He's a tall catcher. Right-handed hitter. And we're about to lose the sunshine today, not because of a lot of clouds, but because of what time of day it is. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And DR looked really good warming up. His catcher is Stephen Garrett, giving DR the sign. And he winds. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2. DR did not pitch for the middle school this past year. He's pitched some league games. I saw him pitch a little. But he's primarily a shortstop. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Ball gets away, but Smiley Garrett collects it and throws it down to first to Donnie Barrow for the out. DR with back-to-back strikeouts and 3 in the ball game. 2 down, nobody on, 6-0 Lions, and Hunter Hogan, the third baseman, a right-handed hitter at the plate. There's a slightly close stance. He's off the plate. DR chunks in a strike, 0-1. Meadows has allowed 1 base hit, and that's it. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Coming inside. 0-2. And it doesn't look like he wants to waste too many pitches, so it's possible he might challenge here. Throws one low and inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, now certainly he'll go for the finish. DR rocks and fires with a 1-2 pitch, and it's fouled off. Pitch right below the letters, I think. Cameron Key, the second baseman, is on deck for Swainsboro. Lions leading 6-0, top of the second. All the games in the LyonsYouth Tournament are 6-inning games, no matter what age group. 1-2 pitch. Ooh, close but missed. Went outside edge around the knee. Missed by inches. 2 balls, 2 strikes. DR ready with the pitch. Here it is, and he missed his release point and threw the ball into the ground. Right beside the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes. He was going for 3 strikeouts in a row. Still has a chance to do that in the top of the second. Here comes the pitch, and it's low, ball 4. Lost him. Walks his first batter. Brings up Cameron Key. Other guys dressed out for Swainsboro, not in the starting lineup. Dustin Cavanaugh, Colby Martin, Justin Logan. So here's Key, second baseman, not a big target. Sets up off the plate. First pitch is high, ball 1. Key's settling in once again. Spreads out his leg. He's got a batting glove on his left hand, but not one on his right, and DR misses high again. I mentioned not a big target here. DR's been above the helmet with both pitches.
Give it to him.
2 balls and no strikes. Runner at first and 2 down. Here's the pitch. Throws it in the zone for a strike. Has to adjust a little to face Cameron Key. On deck is Dylan Copeland, the leadoff guy. DR looks at first. 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball fouled off into the net. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lions scored 6 in the first, and if you're just tuning in, you missed a Hogan White grand slam. He's a left-handed hitter, and he hit it over the left field fence. 2-2 called, strike 3. DR gets 3 strikeouts. He's got 4 in the ball game. He walked 1 with 2 down when he was ahead in the count, but he had a real good inning and controlled the bottom part of Swainsboro's batting order. So Lions leading 6-0 as we go to the bottom of the second inning and take a break. You're listening to the Lyons Junior Boys on Y101. And welcome back to the big field at Parton Park as we get ready for the top of the third inning. Pitching change for Lions. Brandon Helton is now throwing. DR Meadows goes to short. Lane Adams moves to second. Brandon Helton, a right-handed pitcher, warming up. He pitched for the middle school. Remember him working in relief and throwing well. The middle school had a good season. They did lose some tough one-run games, especially on the road to like West Lawrence, the team that won it all. They lost in the regular season at West Lawrence, like 3-2, something like that. Lost another tough game at Dodge County. Then had to beat East Lawrence in the playoffs, and did thanks to some home run hitting. I remember correctly, George Lukey hit one of them. I think there were 2 home runs hit in the ball game on the road. I didn't actually go to that game. I was way under the weather, and it was windy and cold. I kind of wimped out, but I think I also had a temperature. That's my excuse. But they won that game and then went up to West Lawrence and lost. The year before, they beat East Lawrence in the semifinals and played West Lawrence for the championship and lost. So Helton taking over. Lions leading 6-0, top of the third of a 6-inning ball game. D.R. Meadows pitches 2 innings, allows just 1 base hit, strikes out 4, and walks 1. So Coach Adams probably going to piece the pitching together in this ball game. Pitch is inside and missing. 1 ball and no strikes. Dylan Copeland, the leadoff guy, flying out to right field, caught by Hogan White, and he's still out in right. Donnie Burrows still at first. Smiley Garrett still behind the dish. Cody Spinn in center. Christian Conley in left. Helton winds with his 1-0 pitch and throws it high. 2 balls, no strikes. They've turned the lights on at the big field. Really nice day, not too hot, no gnats. There's a strike, 2-1. Yeah, I feared the worst today with the forecast. I thought, well, it's probably going to rain right about 7. But nope, 2-1 pitch hit on the ground by the pitcher, but D.R. Meadows snags it and guns to first off the glove of Donnie Burrows, safe. It was a good throw and a good play, but D.R. covering a lot of ground, and it'll be an error. And on the throw, though. Brings up Dylan Hall. He reached on an error. D.R. can go and get him to his right, to his left, and that time charging that ball. It bounced by the mound. First pitch bunting it. First base side, but spinning foul right side of the batter's box. Strike 1 on the shortstop. Lions up 6-0, top of the 3rd. Gage Bell is on deck, then R.J. Phillips. He has the only base hit for Swainsboro. Hit the ball in the left field, not caught, and a double. And the 0-1 pitch. Missed inside. So ball and a strike on a right-handed hitter. Big basketball game tonight. Who you picking? Miami Heat at home against Indiana, Game 7. He's trying to bunt the ball, and it hit him, or did it hit the bat and then hit him? I guess it hit the bat and hit him in the shoulder, or maybe the side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Umpire will clean off the dish to give Dylan Hall a chance to recover from that. Looks like he's got a scrape below his left elbow, too. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swings and hits it over to D.R. Meadows, but instead the third baseman, Hall Graham, cuts in front, makes the play, and throws to first for the out. So good aggressive play by the third baseman, who sometimes plays second. And as a pitcher for this team, brings up Gage Bell. Now a runner at second at scoring position. Lions leading 6-0, 1 down, top of the 3rd, and a righty-righty matchup. D.R. Meadows struck out Bell in the 1st inning. First pitch from Helton. He looks at it, and a strike. 0-1. Swainsboro left runners on 2nd and 3rd in the 1st, and a runner at 1st and the 2nd on a walk. Breaking ball, bouncing away, a runner down to 3rd. 1 ball, 1 strike. If the Indiana Pacers could play like they did on Saturday night, because they really played well, especially when Miami was trying to make a run, they can win a road game, because I went back and looked. And it's been a very close series. They played 24 quarters. Guess which team has won the most quarters? 1-1 pitch. A little bit low. Miami has won 12 quarters. Indiana's won 10 quarters, and 2 quarters have ended in a tie. So this is my thinking, because it's been pretty close. There's a strike on a check swing, 2-2. One team is going to win this game with a breakaway quarter. You would think it would be Miami at home with LeBron James, and it's usually the 3rd quarter for the Heat. 2-2 pitch is low. Full count. Does basketball want an Indiana versus San Antonio final? I think everybody wants LeBron, Miami. Helton looks at 3rd from the stretch. Here's the 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3 and 2 down. Helton gets his first K, the 5th for Lyons pitching, including the 4 by D.R. Meadows. Here's R.J. Phillips, hit the ball deep into left field, then doubled with 2 down and a runner at first in the first inning. This time he has a runner at third. Lions leading 6-0. First pitch from Helton, swings and fouls it off. A pitch low in the zone. I would like to see Indiana San Antonio. I used to be a big ABA, an American Basketball Association fan. I once went to a game in Birmingham at Fair Park Arena. It was the Dallas Chaparrals who became the San Antonio Spurs against the Indiana Pacers. Well, 1 pitch is low. The ABA used to play a lot of games at neutral sites just to make some money. George McGinnis played for Indiana. James Silas played for the Dallas Chaparrals. 1-1 pitch hit into the air to left field. Christian Conley backs up on a ball hit high and deep, and he catches it for out number 3. So Swainsboro will leave a runner at third base in the 3rd inning, and Lyons continues to lead and is shutting out the boys from Emmanuel County 6-0 as we take a break on Y101. So here's Tanner Hadaway, struck out in the 1st inning. He's a left-handed hitter, but a right-handed pitcher. Before the first pitch, the Swainsboro infield meeting on the mound. We're playing on the big field. One thing unusual about the big field is where second base is. It's right toward the outside cut of the grass. I'll tell you one thing about the grass here at Parton Park. It has really improved this season. They're cutting it more, and it really looks nice on all the fields. Little Fenway, field number 2, the upper field, and here on the big field, field number 3. Lights are on.
All right, let's go, Tanner. Come on.
And the first pitch to Tanner Hadaway. Looks at it, and it's a strike. Low in the zone, 0-1. Next pitch, too low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Braves are playing tonight. B.J. Upton going for a 3-game hitting streak for the first time as an Atlanta Brave. Can he do it? Here's a pitch. Swinging a ground ball right side of the infield and through. Shoots it into right field for a base hit. Gage Bell is still throwing for Swainsboro. He'll face Brandon Helton. He singled in 2 by turning on the first pitch that he saw and hit it into left field. He's a right-handed hitter. Now the pitcher for Lyons, relieving D.R. Meadows, who threw the first 2 innings. B.J. Upton is hitting about 200 lifetime against the guy pitching for Pittsburgh tonight, Burnett. Got a chance, though. He's shown some power against him. There's another base hit on the first pitch by Helton. He singles into left field again, this time rolling on the ground. So he doesn't look at too many pitches. Sees it, hits it. 2 for 2 in the ball game. Brings up Hall Graham. He singled with 2 down in the first inning, just like Helton. So Lyons has been real busy, scoring 6 runs in the first inning, leaving runners on second and third, and then loading up the bases in the second, but not scoring and leaving the bases loaded. 2 singles quickly. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch to Graham, swings and misses. 0-1. On deck is D.R. Meadows for Lyons. Perfect day for baseball, especially in the month of June, when you can have anything. Rain, heat, bad weather. Ball's lined into left center field, just over the glove of Dylan Hall, the shortstop. And the bases are loaded for D.R. Meadows on 3 singles. Lyons jumping on pitches early in the count. Graham seeing the second pitch and singling. Hit a flare, and let's give Dylan Hall some credit. Little shortstop jumped high in the air and tried to snag it. 6-0, Lyons leading. Meadows stepping in, a walk, and he grounded out to short. Sign from Burnett. Bell ready with his first pitch to DR. Swings and hits it on the ground to the third baseman. Hogan has it, throws home. The ball is dropped and a run scores. Had a chance to get the lead runner. Of course, you don't have to make a tag. It's a forced play, and the throw was a little bit off the plate and high. And Burnett not able to catch it. Trying to keep the foot on home plate as well. Lions lead 7-zip. Give DR an RBI. You have to score that a fielder's choice. Brings up Lane Adams. Guess you can also score it an error. But I'm not the official scorer, you know. Lane a couple of walks today from the left side of the batter's box. Bases remain loaded for Lions, leading 7-0. Bell will work from the full windup. Here comes his first pitch to Lane. Swings and hits it on the ground. First baseman snags it. Down a foot race. Runs to the bag and just beats Lane Adams and a run scores. Lane out 3 unassisted. But a run scores to make it 8-0. Brings up Stephen Garrett with runners on. And welcome back. We got Lions leading Swainsboro 9-0. Top of the fourth, Brandon Helton getting ready to work his second inning in relief of DR Meadows, who allowed 1 base hit with 4 strikeouts in the first 2 frames. Some changes for Lions. Jalen Mobley is in left field. And I'm not sure who is in center. But Salem has now moved into right field, and Hogan White has taken over at first base for Donnie Barrow. Paul Graham is still at third. DR Meadows at short. Lane Adams at second. Smiley Garrett behind the dish. Maybe Christian Conley out in center field. He wears number 5, but I can't see his number from way over here. Plus, he's got to turn his back to me. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. On Adam Costley, the only high school player on this Swainsboro team. Each team has a high school guy. Last year, Lions had 3 high school kids. Tyler Luke, who pitched so well and hit so well in the tournament. Cole Dowd, who had a 3-run home run, and Blake Patchett, who had some big hits. 0-1 pitch. Bouncing ball to the third baseman, Graham. Easy snag. Throws it over to Hogan White for the out. Brings up Jacob Ellis. He's the first baseman for Swainsboro. DR Meadows struck him out. DR struck out 3 in the second. It looked like he's going to strike out 3 in a row. Got the first 2 Ks easily. I think he went 0-2 on the third guy. Ended up walking him, but then got a strikeout to end the inning. First pitch is low, 1 ball, no strikes. Lions leading 9-0. We're in the top of the fourth. Lions can score 1 more and not yield 1. They could win it by the run rule. 10 after 4. 1 ball, 1 strike on a foul ball. Righty-righty matchup. Helton with a low leg kick delivers a pitch, gets a swinging strike. He came into the game in the third. First guy reached on an error. Second guy grounded out to the third baseman. He struck out the third guy and got a fly ball to end the inning with a runner at third. Pitch is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swainsboro left runners at second and third in the first, a runner at first in the second, and a runner at third in the third. 1 down, nobody on. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the Helton pitch. Swing and a miss. The ball gets away. Smiley Garrett picks it up and then throws it down to Hogan for the out. Second strikeout for Helton, 6th for Lions pitching. Brings up Burnett, the catcher. One of the taller guys in this game. Where's number 10? Over 6 feet tall for sure. Lions has not had a 3 up and 3 down. Helton trying to get one of those. First pitch bounces away. Burnett is the number 7 hitter. Hunter Hogan's on deck.
Working hard, Brandon.
He'll go over to the third base side. Of course, these fields are very tight, so you don't want to be standing in the on-deck circle on the first base side with a right-hander at the plate. Swinging a ground ball, rolling over to the second baseman, Lane Adams. Scoops it up and throws it over to Hogan White for an easy 3 up and 3 down for Brandon Helton. How about this Lions pitching today? So far, the boys working on a one-hitter. Lions leading 9-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning on Y101. First pitch to Salem, soft, and it hit him in the back. So base runner for Lions. And here's Christian Conley. Conley with a single. He was hit by a pitch last time to the plate. Facing Gage Bell, the catcher. Burnett's going to go out and talk to his pitcher. Last year, Tyler Luke pitched Lions to a 2-1 win over Jeff Davis in Game 1. The only run scored by Jeff Davis was unearned. Tyler struck out 10, allowed just 2 base hits. Jeff Davis, by the way, got a bye in the first round. He'll take on Vadea tomorrow. First pitch, a strike. Blake Padgett tied the game last year in the 4th inning with a single. JD made 3 errors of the 5th inning, and a D.R. Meadows grounder scored Jalen Mobley. There's a ball hit hard into right field, hopping and scooped up by the right fielder. Runners on first and second. Christian Conley, 2 for 2. Jalen Mobley will swing the stick for the first time, replacing Cody Spinn in the 7th position in the Lions lineup. Jalen, a right-handed hitter. Brother, of course, Chris Mobley, played for the Bulldogs this past year. But a 3-sport athlete: football, basketball, and baseball. First pitch, a strike. Jalen was a quarterback on the football team, a 3-point shooter on the basketball team, and played on the middle school baseball team. So he also is a 3-sport athlete. 0-1. Hunter Hogan checks a runner at first. Now he's looking back at second. Base hit could end this ball game. Pitch won't be made as Hogan steps off the rubber. The lights are on. We got mostly blue above us with some clouds, but 0 threat of rain. Tomorrow there's about a 30% chance. So 1 pitch is a curveball, and it's fouled up into the net. 0-2 on Jalen Mobley. Tanner Hadaway's in the on-deck circle for Lions. Lions scores a run. The ball game's over. They will win by the run rule. 0-2. Here's a stretch by Hogan. Here's his curveball, and Jalen swings it, hits it into left field, rolling down the line. That's going to do it. Salem coming around third. He's going to come to the dish and score. 2 will score on the play as they toss it in, and Lions has a dozen. And that's your ball game. Jalen Mobley turns on a pitch.